Yes, welcome fellow Blues. It's Sporting CP Viktor Gyokeres versus Viktor Osimhen of Napoli. Both strikers are being linked with a move down to Chelsea, considering the fact that we are desperately in need of a striker. However, we are not the only team in the news monitoring these strikers. Our London rivals, Arsenal, are also on the news monitoring any of these strikers. Both strikers has been added as one of their major priority come summer transfer. So for which Chelsea fans are concerned is who should Chelsea get between Viktor Gyokeres of Sporting CP, a Swedish striker, and also Napoli striker Viktor Osimhen, a Nigerian. Though a lot of questions has been raised concerning the current form of Viktor Osimhen as far as this season is concerned, though there are also other backing, there are also other excuses which can be given for the place of Viktor Osimhen, considering the fact that Napoli has not been the team which we saw last season, changing coaches about 3 times or so, and also the environment around the Italian club has not been fantastic for any player to probably blossom. While for Viktor Gyokeres on the other side, I'm not here to defend any player, but for Viktor Gyokeres on the other side, has been on blistering form, ready to put anything into the back of the net. In as much as there's net, there's something to put in, whether football or any other thing. Viktor Gyokeres is ready to put that in inside the net. He has been able to score around 34 goals plus 14 assists in 39 games. So prolific. The last time we saw a Portuguese league-based striker performing these numbers was the time of Redime Falcao during the 2009 to 2011 season. The Colombia striker was so prolific and he was one of the finest and the best striker on planet Earth before making a move down to Atletico Madrid, which he also went to replicate his form. So now we are having Sporting CP Gyokeres, a Swedish striker, who has been able to score a large number of goals considering his match tally. He should be the best striker in Europe currently. While for Viktor Osimhen on the other hand has been struggling this season with injury and has not been able to score up to 20 goals. So fellow Blues, considering the current form, considering their experiences in Europe, who do you think Chelsea should sign between both strikers? But when it comes to experiences, Viktor Osimhen has played for a recognizable team and has been able to score goal down the line down to Napoli. First of all, during his breakout season at Wolfsburg, he scored quite a number of goals before moving to Lille, and he was able to score a number of goals there and also scoring against Chelsea in the Champions League before moving to Napoli under the time of Gennaro Gattuso as their coach. Getting to Napoli, he was able to score substantial number of goals during his first season and also down the line delivering the Italian Scudetto for Napoli after 50 years. That's a great feat. But a lot of persons have been questioning the form of the Napoli striker and also his injury crisis. But for me, for injury crisis, Chelsea has known to be a team that can go on to sign even a player on the wheelchair. We went on to sign Romelu Lavia with injury. We went on to sign Christopher Nkunku with his injury crisis. He was known to be an injury player. Kanu Chukwuemeka, a fantastic player, but he also had a series of injury records. So there are a lot of players like that Chelsea has gone on to sign with injury. So when it comes to injury debates, I think Chelsea may still go on to sign Viktor Osimhen in as much as Viktor Osimhen can come into Chelsea and bang in the goal if Chelsea are having that enabling environment. While going on to Viktor Gyokeres on the other hand, when it comes to experiences, Viktor Gyokeres know about the English game. So if you are looking for a striker who knows about the English game, though not a top flight, though he played for Brighton one season, it was not a fantastic season, but he had a very good season with Coventry, where he made his mark before moving to Sporting CP, where he's scoring goals currently. So when it comes to playing for the Portuguese league, Sporting CP, do you think Sporting CP is a team that we can match head-to-head with Chelsea or can match the caliber of pressure which we'll be having around the around Stamford Bridge, considering the fact that Chelsea are going to be signing both players for over £100 million? So do you think coming down to Chelsea for Gyokeres will be able to absorb this pressure from the press, from pundits, if he's not getting it right at the beginning? Though we are hoping for Chelsea to sign a striker that immediately they come into the team to start to score goals, just the likes of Diego Costa, because we truly need a striker. Though Nicolas Jackson has beginning to show some flashes of brilliance, while Chelsea paid around 30 million euro or so, or 30 million pounds for the Senegalese a striker. But however it may be, we truly need a supporting striker. We only have Nicolas Jackson as the striker who can play that top 9 position. Other players who could as well play the striker role, the likes of Nkunku, can play multiple positions, have been battling with injury. It's not a player to rely on as it stands. Not until he proves his fitness right and also proves the Chelsea fans right that he can stay consistent, play 10 games, play 20 games without going on injury. That's when we start to count on the Frenchman. But for now, we are only left with Nicolas Jackson. Armando Broja is out on loan. Even when Armando Broja was in Chelsea, he was not scoring. After his long-time out, he has not been able to rediscover his form. We hope the Albanian striker gets things right for his career. But as it stands, we have to move on, and we need to get a striker that will come into the Chelsea team and start to score goals for us, probably at least 20 to 25 goals this season. A striker that will make a big difference for our team, alongside the likes of Kopama and also the likes of Nicolas Jackson, who can also contribute their own bit to the Chelsea team. So, fellow Chelsea fans, a lot has been happening in our camp, though I could not give reports on all this because I've been kind of out, kind of away. But thanks to God, I'm back on my feet and I'm ready to deliver all news as it's happening from the Chelsea camp. We also got a report that Thomas Tuchel is not ruling out the possibility of returning back to Stamford Bridge. You agree with me that Thomas Tuchel did a fantastic job during his time with Chelsea winning Champions League, Club World Cup, and also the Super Cup. But things has not gone well for the German tactician ever since his move to Bayern Munich. A lot we expected from Thomas Tuchel. There's a saying that says, well, much is given, much is expected. We actually expected Thomas Tuchel to go on to Bayern Munich to replicate these successes which he has had with Chelsea and also Paris Saint-Germain. But getting to Bayern Munich, it was a different ball game, having issues with players, and they are far, far, far off the German Bundesliga. So the German coach has not ruled out the possibility of returning back to Chelsea. So fellow Chelsea fans, simply go over to the comment section to let me know if you will wish for Thomas Tuchel to return back to Chelsea. I understand the love which Thomas Tuchel have with our club, and also some section of our fan base also love in return love the German coach. For me, Thomas Tuchel is a more of like a personal person. But as it stands, I don't think there's any need for we to go back to Thomas Tuchel or even we changing the coach. So far, so good. Pochettino has not really been that excellent, but I believe Pochettino deserves more time to see how far he can turn things around. Then other news making waves in the Chelsea camp, Thiago Silva is on the news. According to several reports, it's looking more likely that the Brazilian veteran defender will be departing Chelsea and may likely be returning back to Brazil, his ball club, Fluminense. With the recent report which we got, Fluminense president or their director, hope I'm not mistaken, posted a message that it would be a dream come true for them to have Thiago Silva back. Thiago Silva started his career with Fluminense in 2006-2009 season before making a move down to Europe and also playing for top clubs like AC Milan, Paris Saint-Germain, and now playing for Chelsea, where he was able to win the Champions League. So Thiago Silva, so far so good, has been fantastic for Chelsea since moving down to Chelsea in the 2020 season under Frank Lampard. He has been a mainstay in our defense, but of lately, it's as if Chelsea are already planning life outside the Brazilian defender, considering the fact that the Brazilian defender had injury, but even returning back to fitness, he has not featured for Chelsea. So it seems Mauricio Pochettino and the Chelsea board are trying to give the younger players more confidence, more trust. And the likes of Chaloba, the likes of Disasi, the likes of Kowi. Though Kowi have been suffering with injury, but it's very clear that Disasi is beginning to show some flashes of brilliance, while Chelsea went on to sign a French defender. So with time, Disasi, despite some errors, Disasi can as well go on to become a mainstay in our defense like Rudiger. When Rudiger came to Chelsea, it was not really brilliant. It was towards the second to final season of departure we began to see the best of Tony Rudiger. And so we are hoping probably Disasi will be able to pick up his form and be able to show us why Chelsea signed in from the French league. While Bernard Bangasha has only been that fantastic, the likes of Chaloba still continue to be very an unlucky defender, though suffering injury, but that confidence is not there. So we are hoping Chelsea will be able to make the right decision. Simply go over to the comment section to let me know if you wish for Chelsea to extend the Brazilian defender's contract, or should Thiago Silva be released at the end of the season so he can probably return back to Brazil and have a wonderful retirement sent off. So, fellow Blues and lovers of Chelsea, there's not much happening in our camp. This is international break. We'll be returning back to match activities against Burnley on the 30th of this month. That is Premier League encounter. So, we're looking forward to return back to winning ways and see how far we'll be hosting Burnley at Stamford Bridge. We hope to snatch all 3 points, though Burnley is a side that we cannot underrate because of lately they're beginning to show some fine form, though courtesy of our loanee, Dastro David Fofana has been scoring goals for them. So against Chelsea, they will not be playing come Saturday. So we'll be looking forward to see how far Chelsea and Mauricio Pochettino will be able to snatch all 3 points from Burnley. So fellow Blues and lovers of Chelsea, I remain Alex. It's always a pleasure to be with you guys, discuss what's affecting our darling football club Chelsea, and also sharing the latest news with you guys. Please continue to support this platform. Here we'll give you the latest Chelsea news and more happening in our camp. See you on my next video. Bye.